All right, so how's it going, everybody? How's it going? I hope you all are doing well. This is just kind of one of the last videos of this kind of style on this channel. Gonna be changing up here in a bit, but one of the things I want to talk to you all about is, as it seems to get a lot of traction here on the channel, is about software and just like programming in general and like software engineering, just web development, etc. I guess anything computer science, really. And one of the things I want to talk to everyone about is like first like my experience and like why I'm going to be switching, in a sense, from like just programming in general. Even though I'm now 23 and I've been doing this ever since I was around 16 or so, so have a good amount of experience. I'd like to say with just in general making applications and just building software as a whole, whether that's from games, web applications, even just general, just software as a whole. I've seen some people, getting into it, and it definitely, of course, is very saturated as a whole. I mean, but that's really for like a lot of things these days. I mean, I know like anything pretty much tech related is going to be saturated, but for me, like I've been doing freelancing for about 2 years now, roughly, and it's tough. It's kind of on and off, especially with clients, and that's really obviously the course the toughest part. But just because I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain it to you. If you've looked at like any thing like Upwork or freelancer.com or Fiverr or anything, um I've been definitely trying for years, to even get like an actual like secure job, whether that's either remote or just like even like on site, actually work in an office, that type of stuff. And I mean, I've been trying that for years. It is tough out there, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there have been times, man, where shit, I just keep, I try to just pump out resumes and stuff, and yeah, I've had a good amount of interviews as well for like some tech related jobs, especially like a lot of like entry level positions, but I usually, never actually have gotten those. So I'm just ultimately going to be switching up. But I just wanted to really give this like kind of I wouldn't really say a warning. I mean, if you love tech and like programming specifically, then absolutely, I feel like you should really go for it. There's definitely a lot of opportunity out there. If you look in the right places. I just realized, personally, I don't really want it anymore. I don't really want that 9 to 5 working at Google or working at Facebook or whatever, making a salary of 500,000. I mean, yeah, it's definitely of course like nice to look at from just the surface, or like, I guess on paper really, but there's definitely a lot of work for that, and I'm just not really passionate about it as much as I once was. For it, like originally I wanted to be a game developer, and I was working really hard on that. I actually ended up getting with a small studio called Phonetic Studios. I mean, they're gone now. It's a small startup, but I remember working with them, and just putting a lot of time into that, and working on some other projects as well with other developers as just like a contract stuff. And it's a lot of work. It's tough. You're putting in long hours and shit, and of course that's supposed to be expected, of course, for game development. Obviously, there's lots of math. I was learning I remember I was learning linear algebra at the time, and geometry, law geometry. I knew like a little bit of trigonometry as well. I predominantly worked with Unreal Engine 4, specifically in, of course, C++, as it's common there, and a little bit of Blueprint as well. But yeah, that shit was tough. But really, what really switched my whole mindset on that is I remember like all these developers from like these bigger top tier studios, from Activate, from like pardon me, from studios such as like Activision, or like or I guess companies. It's not really studio companies like such as Activision. I remember there was some stuff at like Epic Games. Some employees were working like 80 hours a week, and like some of them weren't even being paid. Um, I've heard some stuff even in like other country. I personally, as of now, live in the United States, but for at least for a little bit. But yeah, in other countries as well, they work like a dog. I mean, that's pretty much everywhere, though. I mean, to be honest with you, that's not even just other countries. But sorry, there's geese, geese over here. Um, but yeah, so I started pivoting and towards more like web development and software engineering. Went for a good amount of interviews. Didn't really get anything. I studied. Now this isn't like a cry or anything. I'm just kind of giving you my experience to let you know like what I went through. To anyone who was like wanting to get into this field, break into this type of domain, let's say, to put it. But and it's tough, especially I know there's a lot of competition out there. A lot of ghost jobs. I know I've been hearing about as of recently. I mean, I'm sure this has been going on for longer than a year, but a lot of ghost jobs out there, especially for tech. So I definitely would watch out for that. And shit, yeah, I know this video is kind of a little bit wonky and shit, but yeah, I just really wanted to give this warning for those of you out there who are getting into just computer science or anything really programming. To be honest, it's definitely a tough field. It's really rewarding though. I will say, just as again, just solving problems and shit. That's some fun ass shit. I mean, I'm still going to use a little bit. I'm still going to obviously program for some of my personal stuff, but nothing really freelancing or anything. Just not really for me anymore. But I'm going to be changing it up quite a bit, and that's going to be coming up on the channel here. Not too in the not too distant future. So definitely, I'm happy about that. A new start, new I don't know, new new niche, I guess you can call it. But anyways, yeah, that's basically all I really wanted to cover. As again, I try to make this a little bit shorter than usual. And I really do apologize if these videos are kind of like a little bit wonky at times, like the pacing of it, kind of like up and down. I'm talking about this and kind of like doubling back to there and jumping all back and forth and shit. Um, you know, I was gonna write a script for all this shit, but like, really, this is just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to sugarcoat this shit. So I just, this is who I am as a person. So fuck it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I pretty much have for now. And yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you all very soon. Hopefully, I'll be getting some different style content up sooner than later. And yeah, until then, you all stay safe and take it easy. Peace out.